Hello and welcome to this new episode of our new Dark Ages series, The Court of Mithras. Today I am joined by some of our lovely players for today's events, of which the other two players will be joining us next session as we begin to unravel the mysteries of the Mithraean city of London. With that, let's do some quick introductions from our players. Go around the table. This week, let's start off with Blue. Why don't you give your introduction, folks who are watching it?
Oh, I'm so lucky. Hello, everyone. I'm Blue, and should I say who I'm playing, Mark?
You
Yes.
can if you'd like.
It's all right. It's a secret. It's a secret who I'm playing, and you'll absolutely never guess my plans.
Wonderful.
It's a secret one.
With that, up next, Mars. Why don't you give us your introduction?
Hello, everyone. I am Mars, and I will be playing Enid, who is a La Sombra. And I have some creepy little guys here with me today.
Wonderful. Creepy guys will be at the stream.
Yes.
All right, and last but certainly not least, John. Why don't you give us an intro?
Hey y'all. Yeah, John gonna play what's it called, yeah? It's a Zamisi. Oh, it's a yeah, what he say, yeah. Yeah, it is the strangest Zamisi that you have ever seen. Yeah. Okay, you can go away now. Okay, yeah. Bye now, yeah.
To be fair to him, Dimitri is a hard word to pronounce, and he only has 4 teeth. What are you gonna do?
Yeah. He's not really
That's all you
good with
need.
Yeah.
plural syllables, with words with many syllables. He's not very good with them.
He's not a teeth meatsy.
Teeth meat. And I am your storyteller, Muck, aka the CatsMeow, and this is my Twitch channel. I hope you're enjoying your time here, and I hope you're excited for more interesting mysteries to unravel. Starting off with, those of you who are watching the stream, you may notice there is a strange symbol in the corner of the screen. In one of the sections of the screen. Perhaps you will be able to guess what exactly this symbol or mystery is in reference to. And if you do, you get special points, special brownie points, being smart. With that, I think we can dive right in with some.
Fingers
I hear it.
crossed.
No!
Oh no! Already starting off with technical.
It's fine. It's the first episode.
Oh no, I've been
It's
cut
meant
in
to be.
half. Ugh.
You're La Sombra. Deal with it. It's just more tentacles.
Exactly. Here are the tentacles.
That's what we need to get you. Just like a bunch of like little creepy tentacles that you can wave around.
Exactly.
After I
Go
made it
to
through.
a BRB screen to
Yes.
figure out the problem. So stay tuned, and we'll be right back. And we're back. With that, we shall begin. Attention now, good folks of darkness and dust, to a tale of crowns and shadows. The year is 1236. In the realm of England, young Henry wears the crown. A boy grown into brittle manhood, and he brings with him a new bride, Eleanor of Provence. Lovely, clever, foreign. And with her comes cousins, court intrigue, and the quiet fury of barons long denied their due. The city of London grows fat with silver and secrets. Its churches rise even as its alleys rot. By day, it teems with life. Scribes and knights, pilgrims and pickpockets, all scurrying beneath the gaze of cathedral spires. But when the sun sinks behind the Thames, another port stirs. It is here the immortal god prince, the Lord of Light, Mithras, rules the great city of London and the baronies of Avalon. Old as Rome, proud as Babylon, he stands as a shining example of Canaanite superiority. Truly, a lord among lords, a king among kings, a god among the damned. Yet despite this, something has gone awry. The city whispers of secrets long forgotten, dredged up from the depths of time. A mad monk, a golden god, and the fall of an empire. Whispers spread through London among its Canaanite society that an Elysium has been called. The prince's seneschal, a Cappadocian by the name of Roger de Camden. You are all informed that it is quite important that all who wish to attend, as the prince has an important announcement, one that could carry great favor with him and his court, or even disfavor should the heed be ignored. For whichever reason, a coterie of Canaanites arrive at the court. They walk forward, looking up at the large Tower of London, a shining beacon of nobility, of tyranny, a castle and a bastion long since unsieged. Nonetheless, this small group make their way through the front gate, allowed in by the shady-looking guards to keep an eye out for those who are not meant to be here on this night, and those that are bid welcome. I think with that, we cut to the interior, into the court of Avalon. I think with this, why don't each of you describe your character as they step through the doorway? Whoever would like to go.
I will
You're
go
muted,
first.
John, but you can go first.
I'm muted.
Oh no, we can hear you now.
Hold on.
Slightly delayed.
Okay, good. Yeah, I know. My computer's acting up.
No.
Oh well. So he arrives in a big black hooded robe, like a Franciscan monk. The big robe is, or the big hood is over his face. If you try to peek under it, he's wearing a mask. and he's also wearing gloves, and so no part of his body is showing at all. And he gives off super creepy vibes. I bought points for that. He's super creepy vibes. And let me open Roll20. Because his name is in there.
Yeah.
And he's also accompanied by a whole bunch of ghouls. Like 10 ghouls. Oh, here's my character sheet. Where is my character sheet? Did I rename him? I thought he was in here.
He should be there.
Oh no.
He's under.
see
He's
it.
under Riskel.
Oh, there he is. Conrad. His name is
Ah.
Conrad. At least that's what he tells everybody.
Ooh.
And he's got the creep going on. So, anyway, that's Conrad.
Yeah. I think kind of like as another figure kind of like steps into the interior, she's kind of like rather on the shorter side, like very long blonde hair kind of done up in a braid, which is kind of like over one side of her shoulder. She's kind of like definitely like mid-20s, but kind of still kind of like petite looking. Her features are kind of like almost like a porcelain doll. She has a mole like on her cheek as well. And she's kind of like walking in silently. But I think the shadows in the room kind of almost seem to react to her as she steps in.
I think there's. Is that it? Is that it, Mars?
Yes.
Sorry, I didn't mean to trample. Okay. I think there's sort of like a well-timed dramatic pause before the last member of the party steps in. And so you will see a tall, for the time, gentleman with long blonde hair and a well-trimmed beard, dressed in shades of scarlet and gold, like a muted flamboyance, let's say, for the Elysium. Because you don't want to outshine the stars, even when you're a star. And yeah, just the sort of carriage of someone who is used to being stared at and enjoys being stared at, and, you know, maybe save the best for last as our coterie walks in.
Very nice. With that, we see these three step forward. They are, in fact, missing two other members. Unable to make it to tonight's events due to their own other previous engagement. Nonetheless, as you step in, that there are numerous other individuals who have arrived. Some of which are faces you would recognize as important people within the town, while others are complete mystery, at least for the time. The main figure that takes up the center of the area is the pale figure with long golden hair, goes to about his shoulder length, dressed in fine silks, but surprisingly simple for someone who seneschal city. But he stands there patiently like a statue, waiting for the arrival of the Lord and his guest. With that, see that there are a number of that are gathered. There is the group over here, featured a blonde lady with Norse features next to a knight with scruffy brown hair. You also see two other figures, one of which, Enid, you recognize as Brutus, a fellow member of the Lasombra clan, and another man who have simply heard of and referred to as Gregor Nottingham.
What?
Off to the side, you all see a red-haired lady herself. Oddly enough, a weapon at her side that she just seems almost lazily leaning, seemingly out of boredom. And then off to the side, you see a gathering of knights, not dressed in armor, but dressed in fine regalia befitting those of noblemen, those of high station. You would recognize these being some of the many that serve under Mithras, some being personal bodyguards. With that, is there anything in particular you'd like to do for the announcement?
I think Ashley would like to take a little promenade around the room and see if anyone's talking about anything interesting. Say hello.
Make a perception and alertness roll.
Alright.
And
Can I use
but
Auspex?
you can lower it if you have Auspex.
I do. Oh my gosh, I haven't rolled anything. Let's see. I can remember how to do this.
Oh, it's easy. There's nothing to it.
I know, it just takes a minute. So I
I'm
can
going to be
lower it
looking up
from...
everything myself too. So
Excellent. So I can lower it to 5 with Auspex?
If you have one dot in Auspex, yes.
Do. Yeah. Alright. Make it so. Oh.
2 success.
Ooh.
With that, as you're listening around, you hear the whispers of rumor spill around the room. Oh, actually, also that's 3 success. Do not botch.
watching is for losers.
I have made an executive decision on my games. Vampires do not botch. They are
Okay.
mortal creatures of night and powered by infernal blood magic. So there you go.
Yippee.
Yes, so with 3 successes as you're going around, you hear the whispers of many people wondering why they are. What is so important that they have been pulled from their own nicely political schemings for an announcement by the prince. There are a few who talk of a rumor that has been spread, that something important to the Lord of Light has been stolen. By who, they're not sure, but if it is enough that the prince has called forth everyone to stand before him, well, it certainly must be something. Main group that you'd be discussing. The knights.
Let's go say hello.
You make your way over to them, who immediately halt their conversation and turn to look.
Good evening, gentlemen. How are you? So good to see all of you.
You see one of them step must be Mr. Walden.
Please call me Ashley.
Very well. My name is Henry Denon.
Pleasure to meet you, Henry. Have you been in England long?
Quite long.
Wonderful. One of our prince's dear old friends, I imagine.
Something like that. The other two seem to shift uncomfortably.
Sorry. Did I interrupt something?
We're just discussing some important matters of security. But it's nothing you need to...
I see. Oh, I'm not. With all of you big, strong knights around, why would I possibly worry about anything?
Quite.
Well,
Uh,
I should leave you to it then.
you would notice that one of the... This one. Has what looks to be eyes that are not the right color. They're kind of this weird yellowish with slits in them. Almost more bestial human.
That's hot. Ashley doesn't say that though. He just thinks it.
I think so.
Oh dear.
But yeah, he's just gonna bow politely and make his way off. Probably find one of the other two in the coterie when they're done doing whatever they're doing.
Very well. With that, what would the other two look? Anything particularly?
Stay as far away as possible from the others.
Mark?
Not my coterie. They're fine.
No.
Oh, okay,
No.
that's what I thought you meant.
Mhm.
Oh, like I
They're
bathed
fine.
and everything.
I don't want to be contaminated by their filth and sin.
Fair.
But their filth and sin is fine. My coterie's filth and sin is just
Yeah,
You're used to
Yeah.
that filth and sin. That's
yeah,
fine.
the devil you know. I think Enid is likely just kind of like going around the room, just like trying to take note of everyone. I don't think she's looking for information per se. I think she's just trying to get a hold on the people.
Perception. Alertness.
Okay, perception alertness. Let's see how that goes. Difficulty 6, standard.
Yes.
1 success.
There'd be 2 successes actually.
Oh, 2 successes.
Botch.
Oh, yes, yeah.
With 2 successes. So what are you trying to get a vibe of? Just the vibe of the room?
I think mainly just the vibe of the room. Is there anyone who kind of seems nervous, on edge?
Yeah. Comrade for one.
Yes.
Absolutely. Otherwise, there almost seems to be a deathly calm that holds them. Everyone is more curious than anything else. Less a
Mhm.
nervousness, more of an anticipation.
Okay.
It is at this point another figure arrive. A beautiful lady of brown hair and a noble countenance seems to walk through the room past you all and immediately makes a beeline towards the seneschal. You then watch she engages him in short conversation, hushed and whispered. However, to those of you who rolled well on your perception, you manage to make out a few words. Why wasn't
have one
informed
dot.
of this? Yeah, so
Oh,
you
go ahead. Sorry.
Why wasn't I informed of this? Seneschal turned. It is the duty, wishes of Elysium. Is that not right? She rolls her eyes. At this point, you all recognize her. Magistra Sabine Labrock, the keeper of the Elysium. A new hire after the last keeper of Elysium was destroyed for backsassing the Lord of Light. Sometimes keepers change throughout time. Let's say the Lord of Light is not exactly patient with those around him. You find many either step away from the position due to one reason or another, or find themselves facing down the blade of the God King. However, Sabine seems intent on keeping such a position. After all, she volunteered for it, as opposed to having volunteered for. Voluntold, I think is the correct term. Nonetheless, he takes a position at his side, taking a purposeful breath before returning to her full expression. A pleasant smile. There is also another figure that wanders. A lady that looks more corpse person. She looks around, away from everyone else. And then finally, a figure, as if appearing from nothing. A horrific creature of dark, mutated skin. Almost as if it's pulled taut against muscle and bone. Large fangs that force its way out of the mouth. And eyes that have an almost sickly, cancerous life to them. Bumpy and uneven. With that, the Seneschal steps forward. Seeing all that have gathered, he bows his head, slowly but with grace. He begins to welcome, good canine. The Lord of Light wishes for me to inform you all of a new order that is to be laid down. A thief has struck at the very heart of our society and taken something of great importance to our prince. He wishes to see both what has been stolen and the thief returned to him. Whoever should do so will receive a major boon from the prince himself, of which they may call upon at their leisure. Know that this is a rarity that would not be offered unless it was of the most important. Your prince beseeches you. Find the Malkavian, known as Brother Anselm. And bring him to this very court. Do so and you will be rewarded. And know that any who should harbor such criminal will face the wrath, Lord of Light himself. This is Mithras's command. With that he bows. At this point, the Elysium erupts in conversation, in question. Some amongst each other, some seem to be shouted out across the court towards the Seneschal. Is there anything the three of you would like to say to him? There is that burst of sensation and noise.
I thought I found out a secret I was going to tell all of you, but no, he's just ruined it.
Well, it's very interesting.
What were you saying, Conrad?
Mark, I would like to use genus loci,
Alright.
and I want to know if the Malkavian is in the court.
You will
Man stands on business.
That's going to be a charisma roll.
Charisma.
call upon your connection to the spirits of the land.
One second. Bring up my character sheet. All right.
I'm guessing that he might look like he's going into a trance or something as he does this. In which case,
Specifically-
Ashley is going to draw attention. He's just gonna like peacock around and like flip his hair and wink at people.
Conrad's going to take off one of his gloves and then produce a knife and cut his hand, cut his palm, and then turn 360 degrees while the blood drips around him in a circle, and chanting in Romanian.
Yeah,
Which I will
Ashley's
not
definitely
attempt.
gonna try and pull focus from someone
Mhm.
sneaking a weapon into Elysium.
Yep.
100%.
A knife. It's not a weapon. It's a knife.
I
Hurt anyone with it.
I think Enid.
I wouldn't tell that to Mithras.
I think
And
Enid
then,
just kind of watches you intently.
I'll go in a circle. And it says here that I'm supposed to make a charisma roll, but I'm not exactly sure how to do that. I mean, I know how to make a charisma roll, but Coldunic sorcery is...
It should be.
Oh, it's a
Charisma
charisma
is
plus
something
occult.
else.
Oh, okay. In that
Ah.
case,
Mhm.
and that makes
I was
sense.
right.
In that case, I'm going to be rolling. Is that 8 dice? I think I'm going to be rolling 8 dice.
Ooh.
No, I'm going to be rolling 7 dice. So here we go. 7 d10s.
Also,
7. Well,
does
here's
using Coldunic
6.
sorcery count as like using disciplines in Elysium? Because maybe we should just like hustle him back
Technically.
through the kitchen door or something. Yeah, maybe we're just.
Are there? Does the prince have a rule against using disciplines in Elysium?
Oh yeah,
Most
absolutely.
Elysiums do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, I'm not
Yeah.
going to do this thing in Elysium.
Fair enough.
Well, you know what? While everyone like erupts and is screaming and yelling, we just calmly leave the room, cool as cucumbers, and then we go somewhere where you can do this ritual.
Yes.
We got
Yeah,
you.
we're somewhere where there aren't people crowded.
I have no questions. I know everything.
All right. So,
That creepy looking
with
dude go.
sixes being the success, I got 2 successes.
6.
Yes, and as the discipline reads, where did it go? Where did it go? Here it is. I am able to perceive everything that is happening within a quarter mile. Hold on, did I get 4 dots in this? I got 3 dots in it. Yeah, 3 dots. Everything within a quarter mile. So I want to know if the Melkavian is within a quarter mile.
Find out how far a quarter mile.
Not far.
Or half
Probably
a kilometer.
stretches to the grounds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Half a kilometer. All right. As you are focusing in, for a moment, you feel a pull. The whispers seem to reach into spirits of the land, leaning to show you what looks to be one of the underground's tunnels beneath the city. You see a figure rushing.
He is in the sewers. Wait, I must do my
Specifically
my
the catacomb.
East European accent. He is in the sewers.
That sounds dirty. Don't like it.
That
You
sounds
would also
fun.
watch as he then disappears from as if
Which
he-
direction?
This would be west.
West. Is that away from us or toward us?
That would be away. It's on the other side of London. You guys are at the You're at the London Tower,
Got it.
east side of London, and he seems like he's off.
Well, shall we? Actually, we'll offer Enid his elbow.
She just kind of stares at it.
Let's
Okay.
go then.
He is moving very quickly.
And I suppose we should as well.
Hmm.
For those of you who can.
Right.
So I'll give them a general sense of direction of where we're going.
Yeah. Yes.
And head off in that direction.
Listen,
Say
guy.
we head off together.
Well, that's you guys begin going west through the city of London. It is dark, as many of the torches are put out. People are in their homes, asleep. That's not to say there is not activity. There is much from guards patrolling the streets to those who are drunken and rowdy, as well as some priests that seem about nightly duties.
We'll avoid
with
the
this.
priest.
What was that, sir?
I will avoid the priest.
Nonetheless, you got a across. Eventually, you a point where you, are about where you sensed him. Except you sensed him about like 100 feet below.
All right, so I know this city. I know this city like the back of my hand. How did he get below the city?
There are many ways to get underneath the city. However, the one thing to keep in mind, it is the domain of the Nosferatu, and they are not very happy when intruders make their way down. It's not to say you
So
can't.
I have. Well, we have choices here. We may choose to dally with the Nosferatu, or we may offer them a favor in exchange for chasing the Malkavian, who is violating their Sanctum Sacorum, yeah. Or do we have any contacts with the Nosferatu?
Are you really asking me that?
You
I
seem to
see
know
given
everything.
something. I do, but
Those of you who would like to can make an intelligence politics. Difficulty 7.
Alright.
Very well. So can I roll on my character sheet?
Yeah.
I can do that, right? How do I do that?
Yeah, I think it's a dice
On
tab.
the final page. Final tab.
It's on the final tab. Abilities and attributes. Oh, here we go. Nope. Oh, dice. I see. Okay. Oh, cool. Okay.
Same difficulty?
Difficulty 7. In this case.
7. Okay.
damn.
That'll be 3 successes.
One of us.
2 successes.
Intelligence.
They are, they're yucky.
I think they're fascinating.
Just don't need to go to the sewer.
Difficulty 7.
Just bought this.
Roll.
1 success for
I did not do that.
Oof.
So,
Or did I just... Did I do that right, or did it just say I just got no successes?
no, you did that right. If you hover over it, it'll tell you what it rolled.
Oh,
It did
I got
roll a
1
1.
success.
We don't get that. So
Yeah.
it's-
Me too.
Yes, I got the 1 success. Excellent.
And 3 with 3 successes, Inid, you know a little more about the Nosferatu. The main thing that you know of importance is the Nosferatu primogen. A creature by the name of... There's her face.
Ooh, where is it?
Mother
Is it?
Sump.
Is it beautiful?
Oh,
Mother
the... Is this the
Mother
individual we saw come into...
Indeed, it was.
Mhm. Hmm. I know a bit about the Nosferatu. I know their primogen's mother Sump.
What does that mean?
Yes. Does Enid know, like, much about what she is particularly like, or...
She's unpleasant, to say the least.
She's unpleasant.
Not a big fan of people, whether they be
Mhm.
canite or mortal.
Mhm.
However, she does, in fact, do business with people, trading favors and
Mhm.
information. Like,
Mhm.
she can often be found stalking around St. Paul's Cathedral.
Ooh, okay.
How
I know
delightful.
she
I
doesn't
would say,
really. Oh, yep.
Conrad, you would also know that the cathedral is in fact where one of the entrances to.
Well, that would be very convenient then.
Indeed.
Let us.
And are we going
Let
to
us
keep
go to
this
Saint-
information to ourselves? What you saw? Imagine they'll be looking too, trying to get that boon.
Why don't the two of you? No, we should stay together. It is best to stay together. Never split the party. Let us go to St. Paul's Cathedral.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good to me.
All right.
Yes.
With that, we
Or do
see.
you have to take your ghouls everywhere? Can't you send them home?
They are useful.
But all of
followed
them.
by a train.
A bit conspicuous.
10 of them.
I can hide them if we need to.
I have stats for them all. No, I don't actually.
Please hide them. I don't want to look at them anymore.
I mean, are we wandering in areas that I mean, how do the ghouls look? Are they obviously?
No. They're not all
This is-
creepy, weird
Yeah.
guys. They're just, ghouls.
Yeah. Okay.
Just humans.
How will I protect myself without my
Yeah.
ghouls?
Yeah. Should be
They
fine,
will.
then.
They will run and. No, hold on. I can't talk like that. No. Yes, I will send my ghouls home. It is clearly dangerous here, and I will send them back to my part of the city.
One thing I'll also note, with your previous politics roles, there is also, in fact, a Malkavian Primogen in this, who lives on the outskirts of London. Her name is Mistress Alias of the Ashes.
Of the ashes. Oh, how wonderful.
And does she live to the west of the city?
South. No, northwest. Roundabout.
He may simply be going to seek help from his primogen.
That makes sense.
It may be a waste of time to go down below. Just saying.
That is true. If we speak to the Primogen will want to protect him, as is her duty. However, if he has stolen something from the prince, then the best way to protect him is to get it back.
Also, we could beat him there and catch him before he goes to ask shelter from her.
As well, the Seneschal did mention that the prince requested both the item and the person be returned to him. I don't think
That
he'd
is
be
true.
too forgiving with just the item.
Mercy can be negotiated.
I wasn't thinking of taking one or the other, just cutting off his escape. If that is where he's going.
Yes,
Seems to
think
be
that's a
where
good
he is
idea.
going. That does seem to be where he is going. Perhaps we should go and speak with the Malkavian Primogen then. Sorry, Mark, we're all over the place.
No, it's all good. Make your decision, guys. You have options.
I nominate the Malkavian Primogen.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Absolutely.
For that, you make your way to the outskirts of London. leaving the city gates, beginning to make your way off in trudging fields, slowly being built up area, the outskirts of London. Do you guys take a carriage or do you guys walk?
Hmm.
I'm
I have
taking a
resource-
carriage, darling.
We will use Gwyneth's carriage.
Ashley.
Blue, that's
Sorry.
What's that?
Ashley's
What's that?
character.
It's Ashley.
Ashley's character. Sorry.
When it's the
I'm
other-
the confusing one. Don't worry about it. If Gwyneth has a carriage in London, he doesn't know about it. He might. Who knows?
Yeah, I think carriage.
These
Uh,
boots are not made for walking, darling.
Oh my goodness.
With that, you begin to make your ways out of the city. It is a short journey. Not too far out, but far enough that carriage certainly made things a lot more efficient than trudging through the muddy fields of this time of year. Nonetheless, you arrive at what looks to be an old-looking estate with what looks to be what were once verdant farmland left to disrepair, becoming nothing more than overgrown mud fields where nothing has grown in years. You see at the
Lovely.
top of like a hilled area, it's an estate that also has been left to ruin.
Let us make our best attempt to be courteous.
Leave that to me, then.
I trust you to be courteous in these matters.
As you should.
That you make your way to front. What would you
Ashley can walk up and knock on the door and be annoying while maybe the others take a look around the grounds. Perhaps?
Mhm.
No,
We
Yeah.
can all just either way.
make your way
Yeah.
to front? Where are the rest of you are?
Hmm.
I will follow my comrade.
Hmm. I think Enid would double check just as they're approaching the door. Did you want me to have a look around?
You're so good at it. Why don't you?
I can try and remain unhidden. Alright. I think there's no objections. I think Enid would step away from the others and would attempt to just kind of think.
Think shadowy thoughts.
Yes, think shadowy thoughts. I think she would. I think she'd spend a point of blood, just so for the rest of the scene she can add a dice to her intimidation and stealth dice pools. Yeah, she wants to try and stealth around a little bit as the shadows kind of like coalesce around her.
Call upon the shadows, feeling the wrap. Hold the edge of the abyss, desperate to consume. But you are the master of it. With that, we focus footsteps up the gravel path of the two other figures. One masked hood, the other out for the world to see.
I never met a
you all-
closet that could contain me, darling.
Real. With that, you both arrive at the worn doors of this old. What would you like?
Is there a door knocker or like a bell to ring?
Big bronze door knocker.
All right, I'm grabbing it. Boom, boom, boom.
As you do, you hear the cracking of wood slams against the. And then
My own strength.
quiet. No immediate response.
It is the Malkavians. We should wait.
Absolutely. They do things their own way, don't they?
You must respect the traditions of the clan where you visit.
A minute.
Sounds like something you read in a book.
I may have written it.
Good advice.
Another pass. Another. And another. Till eventually, the door creaks open.
Good evening to you. Oh damn, I just forgot the Malkavian Primogen's name.
It is Mother Son. Is that right, Mark?
No, that's the
No,
Nos.
this
That's
is
the
Mistress Alias.
Oh, the Malkavian. Okay, hold on.
Mhm.
1 second.
Mistress Alias of the Ash.
We're here to see Mistress Alias. She here?
Watch as the door creaks open further until wide. But there is no figure on it.
Well, I think I shall take that as an invitation. What do you think, Conrad?
Yeah.
All right. Ash just steps through.
Does Conrad step through as well?
Yeah.
You cross the threshold. And as you do, the door slowly closes behind you.
Yeah.
Love it.
Also, you're muted.
I know intentionally.
Okay, all good.
Just muted by
I'm,
shadows.
I'm not there.
Muted by shadows.
You would be outside watching as the door
Sneaking
closes.
around.
Oh. That's fair
Oh,
enough,
no.
yeah. Yeah. Okay. Actually, if it was still within eye shot, I think she would have tried to make her way towards the door.
Towards the door is now closed.
Now closed. I'm assuming if she tries to open it normally, it won't.
Way to find out.
Yeah, she tries to open it normally.
The door is unlocked.
Okay. Alright. I think she'll just step in behind the others as well.
Okay, as we cut to the inside, both of you see a light from up in the staircase. Up. Foyer. And you can see a light from up above.
Is there like a sitting
Well-
room or a parlor or anything off the foyer? Because
Off to
going
the
up
side
into
there will
someone's
be.
house is not.
There is a dark room
I think I shall.
off to the right.
I think I shall go wait for our host before immediately going towards the light. What do you think, Conrad?
I will walk toward the light.
Very well. Then I suppose we shall go together.
What kind of light is it? Is it torchlight?
Certainly some sort of firelight. Just kind
Okay.
of warm glow.
Mm-hmm.
So as we go, can I use Auspex to try and suss out anyone in here at all?
What level Auspex you have?
That is a great question. I think it's only one, but let me double check. Yeah, it's just one.
Wits awareness. No, perception awareness. If anyone else has Auspex, they can.
I am not going to use Auspex in the haven of a Malkavian.
I do not have all specs.
Oh, I've got it. I am not going to
Mhm.
use it. I am not. Ooh.
And what's the difficulty, Mark?
This will be difficulty 7.
Mm.
Ashley, as you're looking around, you can feel this place off. Something about it is wrong down to its very core. You think there's something
Like in a non-vampire way?
there. It's hard to tell. Something definitely supernatural is happening, but you can't quite tell what it is. And it seems to be focused around you.
I think sensing this, he would sort of like go to touch Conrad's elbow before he gets too far. Say, what's wrong here? More wrong than usual. Can you use your little thing and find out?
I would not use it in someone else's domain.
I suppose we shall proceed with caution then.
I am a Zemisi, and my bloodline respects domain.
That's lovely for you, darling. I'd love to make it outside this house, undead as I came in.
I do not think that we are in danger yet.
The word yet
Very well then.
seems to
Let your confidence be our guide, and then and Ashley's just gonna like put his hand on like a short sword that he wears.
Aaronette, are you how far behind are you?
I think Enid is. I think she's following. I think she's trying to hang back a little bit, but keeping them within eyesight.
With that, make your way upstairs. What looks to be a large dining table has been set. See, there are candles placed upon the table. See, 4 places have been with cutlery and plates. With what looks to be large platters that would have food on them but are. And there are places that have been set at the table. 4 of them.
I will turn to my companion and say, "We shall take a seat." And
Seeing the
respect
open
the
flames. Oh, go ahead. Finish.
Open flames? Open flames
candles.
do not concern me. I am a dragon.
Of course, darling. And of course we should sit down and accept the hospitality. But above table, seeing the open flames, Ashley just wants to see what the fastest way out of here is if stuff gets on fire. Is
You
it
jump
just
out the
back down the
window.
stairs, or are there windows? Okay, there's no bars or stained
No,
glass
no.
or anything.
I mean, it's a floor up, so you'd be
Yep.
diving from about a story
Yeah.
down.
Okay, as long as there's a way down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
they'll take
think-
a steep.
Double checking above table as well. Does this count as mortal fire?
Yes, yes, it would.
Yes, indeed. I think as Enid kind of like approaches behind the others, seeing that she does reflexively want to snuff out the candles, any source of that light, as part of the harbinger of the abyss floor that I have.
In fact, as Enid approaches, the flames begin to dim and flicker.
I have to make a reflexive of penetration roll against the soak difficulty of any nearby flame.
Oh.
Which I think is manipulation occult?
I believe so.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah. Difficult. Would be difficulty. I think. Yeah, difficulty 7 seems to be what most of the bit lists. Jesus Christ.
Wow, yeah, that was just 4s and 3s. It was a
Yeah.
bad roll. You
Yeah.
see, you try to reach out against the flame to kind of crush it, but it resists.
Hmm.
And as it does, you kind of feel like the shadows are almost betraying your control. Perhaps your control over them wasn't as strong as you thought. Perhaps something about this place in the shadows was unlike the shadows too.
Can we see Enid right now, or is she still hiding in the shadows?
I think she'd make herself visible to you at this point as well. It's particularly noticeable as the lights kind of dimmed as she entered.
There's also a
Enid,
general
so good of
chill
you to
from-
join us.
General chill in the air whenever.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, I can feel cold. Seems
Sure, I'm up for
they
that.
were expecting us.
So who would like to sit at the table?
I will sit at the table.
Enid will also sit at the table.
At this point,
I expect hospitality from those who respect the tradition.
as you all sit around, almost blink, another figure sitting at the table. Elderly looking. Slight hood that has been. She seems to wear a strange mix of tattered, noble clothing and peasant garb. She has almost this kind of peasant cloak over what were perhaps once fine clothing. As she looks to you all and says, "All have come here for a reason, I suppose. Not many come to visit me on a whim.
We do have a reason. Mistress Alias, I presume.
So you can call me Mistress of Action. Please, enjoy our hospitality. At which point, figures begin to move at the table, dressed similarly to her. Or these platters that are placed before. The platters themselves have darkened, charred wood and ash on them.
Yeah. We thank the clan of Vision for their hospitality and make promise not to break their dishes as we visit, yeah?
Is that what you normally do?
Effective dragon. Known well. Only at the respect of your own. Hold the
Yeah, it is a small inconvenience.
You have come for a reason.
I will gesture toward my friend who has all the charisma.
Well, we came because we're looking for one of yours. We thought you perhaps might have seen him, or he might be coming to see you.
Seek one of mine.
Me
Why?
too.
There is a possibility he is in danger.
Danger of what? And from who?
So there's not just a possibility he's in danger, he most definitely is. You seen Brother Anselm recently?
Oh. I'll keep itself.
He might have a difficult time of that quite soon. Apparently he's got on our dear prince's bad side.
He has somehow acquired an item of the prince's. Whether he has stolen it or it has fallen into his possession is unclear.
Either way, the prince wants him and the item returned to him.
We don't,
told
I
us.
think, intentionally so.
He didn't tell us what it was? Yeah. They were unclear.
Or rather,
on what
you
the item-
didn't ask.
That's true. No, he did not ask.
That's true. But also, you think they would say it when they make the announcement. But yes, we also didn't ask.
God damn it, do we have to do everything, Mark?
Yes, yes, you do. Welcome to Vampire.
Yep.
You don't
As
ask questions,
regards,
you don't get answered.
Our dear brother's safety, the item itself is of no matter. He's in danger regardless.
Safety.
Getting the attention of Mithras in this way is
You seek his
a
safety.
terrible thing. Why wouldn't we?
Sincerely, I will look her in the eye and I will say, sincerely, I do.
Is he being truthful?
He is being truthful.
Why?
Canine justice is not God's justice. Oh, wait, let me rephrase that, if I may. I'll use a point of etiquette and rephrase that. Canine justice is not God's mercy. By the way, he is wearing a big honkin' cross. Big honkin' crucifix.
I
Last.
If we are, then let us make haste to assist him.
Well, not the
Oh, I am certain of that.
no. He
Okay, brothers.
holds the key.
The key.
Key.
Which key?
Barony. Avalon.
I have enigmas. I would like to make a roll to know what she is talking about.
Sure.
Yeah, am I able to do
Intelligence
that
enigmas.
too?
Difficulty 8.
Intelligence enigmas, difficulty 8.
Oh, it's doing it again.
I'm just
Hold
gonna
on a
look
second.
pretty because I don't know.
No fucking idea.
Would my specialty of esoteric come in
Yeah.
handy?
I'll allow it.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah, intelligence
So-
enigmas.
My computer is acting up again.
No.
Yeah. It might just be my mouse. Hold on.
It's probably roll 20 being roll 20.
That'd
Sometimes when you
be
reload, it helps.
2 successes if the botch doesn't count.
Correct.
There we go.
With your specialty, that doubles 10s.
Yes. Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, so that'd be 3 successes.
Enigmas. Difficulty 6. Roll.
Hey. Ooh.
2 successes.
I also got. Oh, I got 2 10s. I only have a. Well, what is my enigmas? My enigmas is a. Enigmas is a what? 2 or a 3? It's a 3 when you start re-rolling 10s, right?
Yeah, you need a specialty in something.
I think it's
Yeah, I don't have a specialty in
4.
enigmas. So yeah,
I think
so I
you
just got
need
2 10s.
4 dots to get a specialty. But both of you, as you're kind of thinking it over, you are quite sure she definitely doesn't mean a literal set of keys.
Yeah.
It seems like she's instating that it's not so much an item stolen, but something that could be used to either control Mithras or perhaps even unseat him. Something about keys to Avalon makes it sound like it is something that could be used to either strengthen or weaken or take control of the barony of Avalon, which is, of course, what Mithras rules over.
Mhm.
It could also be in reference itself to the barons, which are the many other princes of the city that swear fealty to Mithras. Some unwillingly.
Mhm.
Whatever it is, this Paul Malkavian has certainly put himself in the middle. Probably the many rivalries and conflicts between the princes of.
Mhm.
And there's probably quite a few of them kill over.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then we must find him before they do. I will look at the primogen of the Malkavians, and I will say, "Can you assist us in finding him before they do?"
Is moving.
I'm sorry, you cut out there, Mark.
Oh, he is moving. Seeks to protect him, even though us strongest of connection, of sight.
He is moving underground with in the Nosferatu realm.
Well, he was.
Yeah, he was.
So
Which gives
he
them
is a dumb
distinct
question.
Is what out of the question?
He is a dumb question.
Oh,
If someone wanted to protect themselves from those with the most powerful sight, would they go?
to those who have the most powerful. Go ahead, Mark.
No, you say what you say because your echoes.
For those who would be able to hide themselves from the most powerful sight. So perhaps he is not violating the Nosferatu domain, but is actually seeking shelter within it.
Can I do a politics roll to guess at how likely
Sure.
that is?
Intelligence. I'd say for Enid, also,
Mm-hmm.
you know that of a place in England
Yes.
where the Masters of Shadow tend to congregate.
Okay.
The city of Bristol.
Bristol.
You would know it that Bristol is a haven for the Lasombra in England.
Okay.
What's the difficulty mark? Standard?
Yes, standard difficulty.
Minus
Wow.
3 successes? No, that's
3 ones.
I'm awesome.
Thank God you
3
can't
ones.
I was
box.
gonna say.
Yeah, this is
Right?
why we get rid of that.
Why would
I think
I
this
know
is where
you
my
were
head
botching?
explodes and I just die.
The game has been
Yeah.
around for 40 years, and they haven't figured out the more dice you roll, the better your chance of botching is.
Oh.
That's how you get like Methuselah elders being like, "I've come to destroy you," before they trip on a banana peel and fall on a stake, instantly
Yeah.
dying.
Yeah, I tie their
Beautiful.
shoelaces together
Yeah.
while they're making their monologue.
Oh.
But as you are kind of thinking about, there's not really much particular that comes to mind. There are numerous individuals in the city that might be able to aid someone in hiding. Nosferatu, for one, are very good at it. The Lasombra are another. But you think if you're looking for anything, you'd be looking for someone who would have something to gain from Mithras losing something. You're looking for either the enemies of Mithras, rivals of Mithras. But you would know that they are many.
Also, what was the location you said again, Mark?
Bristol.
Bristol?
Bristol.
Bristol. Like
Oh,
like
Bristol. Oh, yep. There is a place I could think of, maybe. Bristol. It's somewhere where Masters of Shadow, especially in my clan, tend to meet up. Could be a good place to hide.
You have allies there, I suppose.
You have family.
Yeah,
I guess that kind of helps.
family.
That kind of counts.
Mm-hmm. Close enough. Family.
So our choice is family or trying to negotiate with the Nosferatu. In which case, I would be asking myself, what can these people do for me that's better than what the Nosferatu can do?
They both work shadow in different ways.
Indeed. As well, from what I gather, it's a haven of sorts. It would be safe for one to hide out in, I suppose, if the people running it offered that haven. But I do think the Nosferatu could be a better starting point. We did see, well, she kind of like looks towards Conrad. You saw him in the sewers.
I did see him in the
Okay.
sewers, in Nosferatu territory.
Mhm.
But he was moving, he may have been moving through it.
Is it possible for us to figure out, since you know the rough direction he was moving, whether or not it's the same direction, like leading to Bristol?
Was he moving
Vaguely.
towards Bristol? Okay.
Yeah.
Bristol is kind of off in the scene.
Yeah.
To the
Okay.
west.
Mm-hmm. It's possible he could have been moving through their territory towards it then.
In fact, Bristol is directly west of London.
Okay.
Then that means that he is going there. Let us go to Bristol then. I
Alright.
will turn to the Lady of Ashes and say, if there is a way for us to protect your kin, we shall try to do it.
Or
Yeah.
I think that all this.
How
Fate
could
is
it?
not so kind.
I've
Nothing
heard.
stays hidden.
Do you know how this was revealed? The key? How we came across it?
Whispers. Whisper.
We thank you for your hospitality, and we will try to bring your lost sheep home.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You are kind.
Yeah.
Where Saint Dragon. It is not just kind.
Yeah. That is true. All right, I'm gonna take her little prophecy at face value.
With that, she stands as you are welcome, or leave. He here needed. Perhaps others
Good
reach out.
evening.
Would they be so inclined?
Good evening to you, Mistress of Ashes.
Evening.
Ashley bows and leaves.
As
Yeah,
she
we should probably-
does, becomes deathly quiet.
We should probably get out of here.
Already leaving. Just follow me.
And making your way down the creaking stairs.
Yep.
And
Enid
eventually
kind
you
of, like-
arrive at the front door. Go ahead.
And I was gonna say Enid kind of like tries to, I think almost intentionally step on the creakiest floorboards when it gets too quiet to try and like get a reaction.
Right. Loud creaking. And then
Ashley
you
just
open the
sighs and
front door.
keeps going. Alright, let's go out.
Yeah. Get out.
So as soon as we're clear of all that, well, we have a choice now. It is always a choice of with whom you make allies, yeah? And whom you make enemies.
Oh, politics.
Yeah. Unfortunately. But I think we're going to head over to Bristol.
Yes, I think so.
Take the carriage.
You prepare your. Ready yourselves. Journey. I think it is with that as we begin to see carriage. Prepared with supplies, beginning to make its way out of the city of London and onto the open roads. And we will call the session there for today. No, it's a
Dun
bit
dun
of
dun!
a shorter session than usual, but next week we will have some more of our cast, and we will be exploring the shadowy city of and unleash
The shadowy city of Bristol.
Yes, with that, to our lovely viewers, I hope you've enjoyed this first episode of the Court of Mithras, as we begin to dive into an ancient mystery of things that perhaps the Lord of Light would rather keep hidden. Nonetheless, there is more to discover and more to unravel, and we shall see if the answers that our Canaanites find will see them rise to greatness or unravel everything they have ever tried to achieve.
The latter.
This is England, a land of darkness and shadow. With that, we're going to do some quick outros of our players. And we're going to start off with John. John, why don't you give us an outro for a lovely audience here?
An outro?
Yeah.
Tune in next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Is that a good outro or?
I think that works.
No.
I was just gonna ask you to say your name and like your character and stuff.
Oh, okay. Oh, my name and my character?
Well, you advertise yourself. Who are
Oh,
you?
Outro. I advertise
Yeah,
myself.
outro,
Hi, I'm
outro.
John Wick. I make games. I make games for a living. You can find my games over on DriveThruRPG and soon on Lulu as well, and my YouTube channel where I make short videos about how to make your D&D game better. That's me.
Figure out. I'll do a thing, so I'll provide a link.
That's cool. Thank you.
No problem. Yes, up next, Mars, give us your outro.
Hello and goodbye. I have been Mars, and I was playing Enid, the creepy little Lasombra. Yes, it's gone now.
I was waiting for more creepy things to pop up.
I
You dropped
I
the
was
ball on
taking
the creepy
notes, so I
things.
forgot.
I know.
Too busy taking notes.
It happens.
Yeah.
Creepy, all the
Go
creepy
away.
items.
Oh yes.
And last but certainly not least, Blue, why don't you give us your...
Hello again, everyone. I have been Blue, playing Ashley Walden of Clan Toreador tonight. The self-appointed face of the group, apparently. Definitely not the brains. Thanks for watching. See us next week.
With that, and of course, hello! I'm Mark, aka the CatsMeow. This is my channel. I hope you enjoyed our lovely cast of insane vampires, and I hope you're excited to see more crazy insanity in the country of England and the countryside. Many cities filled with their own power-crazed Canaanites. Let's go with that. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're excited for more. And we will see you all next week. And or you can join us for House of Tremere, which runs on Wednesdays, America time. I want to say 8 p.m. PST? 8 a.m. PST? It's at a time. Come and find us. It's on this
It's
channel.
at a time.
It's at a time.
Yep.
I've
With
heard.
that, we are going to raid out and say hi's to another vampire. We're doing their final Chronicle Q&A. So with that,
Ooh.
I hope you're ready to go say hi. Spam the blood emote.
Yes.
And yeah, with that, have a good night to you all, and beware what crawls around them.
Dun dun dun.